YouTube. Man, I had to bring y'all another bang. Some KEMBA Escape gameplay. I'm not gonna lie, that if you're a dribbler, you know how to dribble, you can do some serious damage with that escape. The next video I'm gonna make is gonna be about the Steph Curry step back. Now, don't get me wrong, like I understand most of the moves that I use, they're not meta. Like I was playing with this L2 cheese in lineup, and one of them got lost. He got on the mic and was like, "Oh, you're not comp. You're not." And how am I not comp? But your point guard is not dribbling. Your point guard don't even have to rock. Your big has it. He's backing down, and you're running around, getting your defender stuck on a post move, and that's not even bad. Like, you never see that happen in basketball. That don't even make L2 cheating does not exist in real basketball. You lost, and you're telling me I'm not comp because I'm not using the meta. No, I'm more comp because I'm not using the meta. I'm more comp because I can come in here and put on whatever six I want, and I'll bust your. You know what I'm saying? I'm more comp for that. This game has gotten to a state where it's almost like it's unplayable, man. And I hate to go on the brand and just bash 2K, because at the end of the day, it's a game, and you're either gonna play it and enjoy it, which is what I try to do, right? Or you're gonna play it and hate it and not gonna play it, regardless, right? I play the game and I do the best that I can to enjoy it. I switch up my SIGs, you know what I mean? I have multiple builds, I spend breaths, I enjoy 2K. I'm a basketball head, I love basketball, right? But when the game, the 2K, NBA 2K, quote unquote, simulation basketball game that you're playing doesn't feel like a basketball game, and what is considered comp is not playing basketball, it's crazy to me. And it's not gonna lie, it seems like it's really, these new kids, and I get it, it's the easiest way to win, but this is one of the reasons that I started doing this YouTube thing, is because you look online and the game is boring. Like, you don't see the Steve O's, you don't see the Tycenos, you don't see the Cheeseaholics, you know what I mean? All these people, and it didn't have to do with them being the best. No, but they brought diversity, and it was fun to watch them play. It was fun to watch them mix up their SIGs. Last year, 2K24, the game was slowed down. I mean, the game was slowed down. I didn't think it could get any slower, any clunkier. But at least there was some sort of skill gap. You had the L2 cancel, which required you to dribble. This is a dribbling mechanic. You know what I mean? I don't even know what L2 cheese would be. Honestly, it's not a post mechanic, because the person's not actually doing any post move. It doesn't make sense. You have defenders getting stuck. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And truthfully, what I'm doing right here makes you comp. I'm not saying you can't use screens. Hey, it is what it is. You want to use screens, and that's the way you move, you use screens. But L2 cheesing is crazy to me. That is absolutely nuts. I can't. Screens is a real mechanic in basketball. I can't blame you if the game has broken mechanics and you're still playing the basketball game, and when you set a screen, for some reason dude's half court and you're getting pulled to the screen, I mean, it is what it is. Nothing you can do about that. That's just the game, you know what I'm saying? But what happened to this is basketball, you feel me? I'll dribble, I'll go one-on-one. It doesn't matter how much the game try to stop me from being able to do what I'm doing. I'm gonna play how I want to play. I'm a master playing how I want to play, right? So to me, it's I'm baffled when I hear this. Oh, you're not comp because you don't have on everything the same thing everybody else have. No, what made people comp is the fact that they had different things. What made people comp was the fact that they mastered what they were doing. That's what made you comp. And the community has changed to the point where you go to the stage and you're seeing the exact same lineup over and over, and it's so rare. And that's why, like, the Glock 19s and the bigs, the sick are doing so. It's getting so popular because at least they're dribbling. You get what I'm saying? Like the 6'10s are dribbling in their ISO, and this is why they're not running behind screen. It's not L2 cheesing, and no, they're playing real basketball. They learn the mechanics of the game, and for some reason, guards think being comp is L2. No, it's learn how to play the game, the actual basketball game. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting to the point where, because of how the game is, the state of the game, all the good YouTubers, so not Illuminati was saying it, like everybody stopped playing the game because it's boring. That's not good. That gotta change. And I apologize. I'm still sick, yo. I'm doing the best I can, but anyhow, God is good. But I'm trying to change that narrative, at least with this game, for the remainder of the year, whatever can, what I'm saying, the people to just start playing the basketball game, man. Yes, the game is bad, it's broken. I ain't gonna argue that with if anyone wants to argue that, then I'm sorry to say you're bad at the game. You're terrible at the game. That's okay, right? This was the point. This is what 2K did to this game, was make, right, everybody bad at the game, right? And even me, like, I'm a decent shooter. You watch my games, I put my game. I don't just put like one game. I put 1 or 2 games. You watch my game, majority of the time I'm ISO. Very rare I use the screen, and when I do use the screen, look at that. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? When I use the screen, I'm not using the screen like everybody else is using it. Something different. You know what I'm saying? I think a big part of the issue, what 2K, I shouldn't say 2K, what a lot of people who play 2K, who watch YouTubers, they'll see these clips of them doing, something crazy, something glitchy, right? And then they go and patch it because they think, that's the majority. No, that's the minority. Only a small percentage of people are even able to get the controls down pat to do that, right? So why would you then patch those people? Doesn't make any. Why would you then, right? The people who take their time to master your game, hours into it, you go in and patch them. You tell them, no, don't take the time to put into the game to learn the moves and learn different things that you can do. No, don't do that. Instead, you want them to just be like everybody else. And that's the problem. This is the problem why you can't go 8, 5, 6 games shooting perfect in this game, because not everybody else can do that. That is the truth. And that, to me, that is the wildest way to set up a game, any game, not just 2K, any game, right? If I wasn't a basketball, I'll be honest, I would just stop playing this game. That's how boring it gets sometimes. It is so boring to go on a stage and you're going up against the same lineup, doing the same thing. You have the big running point backing down until somebody gets stuck on him and they get a wide open three. The guard don't even need dribbling no more, right? In this game, the bigs need to dribble, right? This is why you got the 6'10s now that is going crazy. Because this game, for some reason, I don't know if the developers know much about basketball, or if they watch basketball, if they even play this game at all, to be honest. But for some reason, to them, bigs not only move faster, right? Because I said this a long time ago, if you have a big and you learn the mechanics, trust me, I have a big. I have a a 7-footer that moves just as fast as my guards. Matter of fact, they might move a little faster because of the big step and where they could, you know, take their layups and dunks from. It is crazy. When when do you see Shaq doing something like this? Even nowadays, the game has changed and you got certain bigs that can bring down the ball. You got the Giannis. When are they doing these moves that you got? They're not doing it. It's not happening. Like, it's not real. The mechanics of this game is so fundamentally broken. Like, honestly, sometimes like, yo, is this a game that was AI generated? You know what I mean? Like, it had no human interaction when they were building it to lay down the foundation of what a simulated basketball game should be like. Gosh dang, y'all see what I'm doing? This is from this game I'm doing this, but the point of this, man, let's change the narrative. If you're L2 cheesing, if that's the way you're playing, you're not calm. That is the truth. If you're choosing to never put the ball down, and trust me, I get it. I get the steals are broken. I got a 90. I had to make a build. I'm gonna drop this build, but I had to make a build with 96 ball handling to get Hall of Fame unpluckable. Just and it works. It definitely helps out. But yo, that's having that issue where like you get the ball and you just dribbling and you just run into a person's back, like, or run into like it just they didn't even pluck the ball. You just ran into your body somehow. Like, I've never seen that happen in the NBA. I don't see that happen in high school basketball, but that's neither here nor there, man. And see that? Oh, I missed that doink, but that happens though. I hit that shot all day long, and then you know what I mean. That was perfect timing. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Let's change the narrative, man. Add some diversity to this game. It's crazy. 2K created a game where you can't even use SIGs that allows you to burst. Besides, honestly, two is the Steph Curry for small guards. The Steph Curry Escape, and then the D Fox. That's it. Those are the only two that you can burst out of. You can't burst. I use the KEMBA, but there's a specific. You gotta be a dribbler to use the KEMBA. You can't burst out of that, and that doesn't make sense. You think only Steph Curry can and D Fox can burst out of move? Like, that is ridiculous. Yeah. You should be able to learn the mechanics and burst out of any escape. Doesn't make sense. As long as you learn it and know how to do it, you should, because that's how it is in real life. Right? What's not in real life is L2 Dexter. You never step on the court and play like that for people to call you comps. Why are we doing that in the 2K community? We gotta change that narrative. We need to change that up. And not only we need to change that up so much that in 2K26 they wouldn't put something like they need to bring dribbling back. They need to bring dribbling diversity back to the game. Bring back the L2 cancel where people who actually take the time to learn the mechanics can separate themselves, right? I stopped playing Call of Duty, and I was playing Call of Duty for since like that. Right? I'm a Call of Duty head, but I stopped playing Call of Duty because of how the game is set up. Whatever they call it, attention optimal. I don't know what they're doing, but I stopped playing it because of that. You go one game and you could be doing fine and cool and dandy, and in the next game, it's not that you're not doing fine, but you're on a team with a whole bunch of bots and people you're versing are all elite. Like, that doesn't make sense. It's almost like if you're hopping on Call of Duty, you gotta hop on with the squad, and that's the only way to play it. If you don't do that, the optimized engagement, whatever they have, kicks in, and it's like, yo, we need to allow people to play the game and not for the game to play people. Let good players be good players, right? And bad players need to learn the game. That's how it works in real basketball. You know, that's as simple as it gets. Anyway, y'all, wanted to bring y'all this banger. Had to go on a rant because things are getting so bad. But until the next video, you too. Like and subscribe.